The hoodie view, on time. Hoodie on bang. You a line. First I go bang, took a time. Boom, time, queen time, trigger lyric. Fire the bang, bang on the diggy. Whip on the back all the time, on the diggy. Hell up, time, on the piggy. Whip on the back all the time, on the back burn. I love bang, on the whip burn. A bang, so bang, to look a lyric. Hang the bang, so bang, to the lyric. I'm fucking in a bit of line on the bang. Whip on the tip of the time, on the time. Hit the tickle like say, I'm not going to use it. Wait, okay, Papa to Saint man, Pugala Pegala Boot Night man, Hangala Pangala Oot Night man, Pugala Pegala Boot Saint man, smoke weed every day.
Smoke session, the podcast.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Mikey T, and we back with another episode of the Smoke Session Podcast. We give y'all a round of applause. Yo, first of all, let me shout out to my first guest, Staz, man. You know he always here. Shut up, bro.
Everybody's favorite neighborhood rap actor, Stazmatic. Yo, Stazmat on all socials. Go check me. Word.
Stas missing on Gisson's heavy yes
Man, and then we got
Boy, Yang.
the man with his own language.
Dude, basically what I'm doing right here, I'm lifting your sprocket cables up and fixing your transmission denominator right here in the back on Yang.
Heavy gear now.
Fucking author.
Chick-fil-A dictionary but guru, man. You're something your big circumference. Yeah. Hang hegala who dang but gang Jones now begala gal but gal. Woo! Here's now smigala gal, man. You know what I'm saying? You can now get the Jickle Yang straight from the Badugan. Signed by the Badugan. Hand to you from the Badugan.
Yes, sir.
I'm a gal.
Yes,
here's
sir.
Here's the snagala goo ring to the bow, bigala bow down to the
How much, nut?
Man, $29.99, man. Well, just give me the 30, man. Just to keep it in, keep it high.
Yes, sir.
Moon too.
What a rapper, singer.
Never even jiggle yang. Don't let no one jiggle yangs. Cause they don't know man fucko yet. They don't know man jiggle yang unless they you sang. Man fucko yangs. How could I say that I'm not good?
On you.
We call him Rich, but y'all might know his Bippleyipsnip.
Content creator, comedian, dancer, nigga. What can't the man do?
Metal you.
Alright, so let's start from the beginning, Rich, man. This is something people been asking me to do for a long time since I started doing podcasts. So let's start from the beginning, bro. Like, what was childhood like for Bippleyipsnip or Rich Love for the people that know you?
Childhood for me, good. Childhood was cool, good. You see what I mean, man? I came up out Edgewood, Brookside Drive on the Yang. Yeah, man, it was cool. I was cutting hair early though, good. You see what I mean, man? I was more so, you know, always been a leader, you know what I'm saying? So I kinda always did my own thing, you know what I mean, good? Stayed in my did how I you see what I'm saying, man?
Fact.
Heavy, you know.
Fact. So for the people that know you, you got a strong love for music. So when did that kind of hit you?
You said the music, good?
Yeah.
Shit, my man Kid. Man, tied to legit, bro. That nigga was a singing motherfucker in school, dude. That nigga used to be singing to the broads. I used to be like, I'm trying to do that. I always knew I could hold a little note. I said, I got one more to build the courage. So I told Kid, I said, yo, I got suspended off the bus, yo, walk home with me from school the whole time. I just wanted a singing lesson. Yeah. I wanted to make sure I was good enough.
Fact.
You know what I mean? My man was like, yo, you got it, dude. But I went to school. Started hitting them notes, like 9th, 10th grade on Yang. Started heavy gambling, started tanging.
You was getting the response back, the response you was looking for. The shorties was like, oh, Rich Love.
Hell yeah, the girl, I think what's her name? The girl Naya, who was in school. She walked me around the whole school and was like, listen to Smell Good sing this song.
You was singing to her the whole time?
That was just singing. You know, nah, it was cool. It's like everybody.
Yo, y'all remember when?
And I did hear about that nickname too from back. I heard you whisper that. You know what I'm saying? I think people usually it's a hell of a nickname to have, though. Nah, I mean.
It almost remind me of when Otis Williams was trying to book the girl in the Temptations. So, do you remember like the first time you was like, yo, I could really do this music thing?
Yeah, hell yeah, I was singing on YouTube a little bit, like 2010, you know what I'm saying? But then I got with my man Brian Gibbs. Shout out Brian Gibbs, my man, little rap group, used to fuck with K Swift and them Do Straight Do, you know Shotty, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
that's what we got on.
a lot of people don't know.
Straight Do.
Shotty and them was like the hottest rap group in the city one point in time.
Yo, listen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that motherfucker, hands up, thumbs down, hands up.
Remember how
I never ever.
I was telling you,
I was running around,
bro, before we went on the head.
But you know,
210, 40
short.
short.
With us, but you know, he was signed to Swift, so they music pushed past city. You know what I'm saying? So, long story, Aaron, he was like, yo, I'm gonna get you with my man Gibbs, yo, he sing. And I've been to Gibbs, though. Gibbs was fucking like Mario and them, all that stuff. Oh, yeah. So he, I had came over the crib one time. Where the fuck they was living? They was living out Bel Air. Man, Shiny was living out Bel Air with their grandmother. They went out there, and I think Keeny was supposed to record my shit. I was supposed to do the Adele cover. Someone Like You, John.
Yeah.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. That John on it. That John on it. So Gibbs was there. He was like, bro, matter of fact, let me see something, bro. He got on the joint. He did some little mixing. And then I went on it. Yo, played that bitch back, that one line. I was like, yo, that's me?
Sounding like that?
Because he put the mix on it.
Yeah.
It turned out after that. Boy, niggas like, yo, let's do a song. If Gibbs ain't available, I'm not. Oh, niggas like, yo, Rich on some bougie shit. Yo, you talking about some, you can't do a song with him unless you got 300. No, that's just what Gibbs charged for my 4-hour set.
And I can confirm, because I remember you saying this to me at every point in time. You're like, yo, brother, let's do a song or fire up nights with this shit, yo.
Yeah.
This the hang up right here. It's not really a hang up, but like, this the thing. We gotta go to my man. What he charge you on door? Let's go.
That's the only, and it was to the point people thought I was trying to pocket, but I'm like, bro, dude, this is the only way it's gonna sound the way we want it to sound. That's what he charged. That's what I pay him for the. You feel me? Like he gave me 300 a song because he was making the beat from scratch.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? From literally scratch, like from each instrument. You feel me? Like he had to get to grabbing instruments around the house, making sounds, and EQ them bitches, and he was going from scratch.
Nice, bro.
I was trying, I was just a little before my time on the Yang, so I was trying to explain that to people like, yo, we getting our own record from scratch, and we're gonna have all the rights to it. You're gonna own everything on it. They understand.
People at the time, bro.
So, like, from doing music, right? You would have thought that music would have been the thing that clicked to the people, but it really was like barbering and you making your own lingo. Where that come from? Like where the lingo come from? Was you like out the womb like Jickle yes?
No, I started talking like that when I was 11 when I grew. I've been talking like that since out the way. I always been talking like that. I was 11. I just ain't never stopped. But I just ain't bringing it on the internet. I was making R&B. So I'm like, I'm trying to love making music. And I don't want to blend in no funny shit with it and then on some Jamie Foxx shit. Shout out Jamie Foxx. But I just ain't want to give off that energy. But we can start having kids. And I'm like, yo, like I need to get this money. So I'm like, yo, how can I get people to sit in my chair? Like, because I'm cutting in the city. So it's like, people, they comfortable where they get cut at because they don't, how it is. Like, they come in there and do some shit. So I'm like, yo, how can I get people to feel like I gotta go to him?
You really paying for the barber. People coming for the cut, but they paying for the barber. You paying for the guy that make you, like you said, feel comfortable, make you laugh, drop some knowledge on you. You know what I mean? Dang. We know what the barber shop is.
Make an Instagram. And the same way I type the lingo and say it, however it come to my mind, that's when I made the Instagram IG handle, the Bippleyipsnip. Like I turned to my name, but I really was just, what kind of IG name be? Bippleyipsnip.
I don't want to skip past, but even before we get to the language, because This man really is a example of perseverance, hard work, because you know, there's many. You tell you how many what different ways before the language was you doing the rapping, the singing, the comedy.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Many different outlets.
I was boxing first. That was
Box.
first.
I didn't know you was boxing. When did you start boxing?
You know what, Emmanuel, Uptown City.
Okay.
Shout out my man, Emmanuel Taylor Matty.
And we saying you on the Drewski show, snap boxing, and the recent Instagrams,
Man, that's
beating
just
the hands in the bags up, man.
That's just what they showed you. Like,
Oh, facts. We
they
see how
just
that
showed
go.
when I was playing with them at first, but they wanted him to be the villain, so I got
The villain though, the bad guy.
Yeah.
yeah, they wanted
They probably you probably too cool on it.
they wanted to
They ain't want
as
that.
the bully.
And you know
That part of the show when he was like, I fight everybody in the house right now. Nigga, I was sleeping in the motherfucker.
I can believe that.
Not saying he wouldn't have still said it, but I slapped the shit out. We just in there fighting. And we just had to get, because they'll stick you in back in the same room for 6 hours. So it was like, you're going to have to make up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Giving you the inside tips on how all that reality shit go. Gotta listen to the best.
My nigga Frank, though. My God, he was crashing out in that bitch. If it wasn't for me, he would have been got sound. Because I was like, bro, chill, yo, man. Ain't nobody in here rapping that hard like that, yo. And I need some influence, nigga. Chill.
Right. Somebody that look like me.
Fall through off the balcony or something, like, you geeking.
Yeah, cause I seen even in the selection process, it wasn't too many like the people who got picked to be on the show was a bunch of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Misfits, you know what I mean? Wasn't too many regular people on there, so.
Shit, Lucky, Cartier. I mean, Honey, yeah, she is a misfit. Like, people be really sleep. Like, people be thinking, like, the white girl Honey, like, they be thinking, like, she really, like, ratchet.
For real.
Like, yeah, like, she be robbing niggas and all that. Like, something wrong with that little white girl.
Sure.
Like, you know,
You remember when you remember when you recorded your first song?
you said who?
You remember when you recorded your first song?
Yeah, hell yeah. And Bel Air with my man Gewts. No, that was a cover. So you saying first time in front of the mic, recording anything?
Yeah. Your own song.
Yeah, hell yeah. That was that Adele jump. Oh, my own jump. No, we did that out Aberdeen with Gibbs at Gibbs house. Heavy man. I ain't gonna lie, like he brung something out here I ain't know was right there, so I was kinda like sold, man. I ain't gonna work with nobody else. But that's really what created like how I go about it. Even when I do create, like I be having to find one engineer and lock in with them. So that's kind of like how I do it, you know, dude. And when I ain't making music, I might make a bunch of excuses on the Insta just for content purposes. But it really because I ain't find nobody else. Like my last engineer, he had a stroke or something, he died. I'm gonna shout out my man Gerard, rest in peace on the. So it's like I'm just looking for another. You know what I'm saying? Ain't can't nobody fill my man's shoes, long live my goop. But I'm just saying, I'm looking for another Mac.
Shit, so y'all know it's handled. You need some of the top producers and engineers in the city to start getting that money, man, with, you know, some good sounds.
Yo, how you feel like knowing people like doing your lingo outside of Baltimore? So one thing when people in Baltimore doing it, but when you see people in England and Australia and shit.
And battle rap on ESPN.
Facts.
Man, first it used to be having me like, damn, yo, why people don't realize that, you know what I mean? Like, I can be the part of the ingredient that we need to, you know, I always say you can't bake a cake with one ingredient.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, why ain't nobody see yet that I'm the piece of ingredient that you need to get through the door? Like, you see what's going on? It's like, I be more so, my head be there with it and stuff like that going on. Cause I be thinking like, yo, I'm trying to beat this door down, keep my promises to my babies. So I be like, man, yo, niggas don't see the vision? Like, they don't see all these people around. Why we ain't over there yet? You know what I'm saying? I'll be on that type of thing.
I'm sure they starting to say more and more nowadays than they did, you know what I mean?
Oh, man, yeah, hell yeah.
So like, yo, you've been in the game for like 10 years, right? 10 plus years of just doing music and doing different things. How you stay consistent through all that? What made you not want to give up?
Well, what, the music?
Just everything. Just like the music, the lingo, What kept you staying focused?
Content creation.
Content creation. Cause that shit not easy.
I don't know, yo. I just feel like I know it. Like I know it can work. I just feel like I know it can work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like I know I'm the shit. I'm just saying like I know it can work.
Absolutely.
I'm weird. I just know it can work.
Tunnel
vision, fatigue.
Well, you gotta be, bro. Facts.
So what was that experience like going on the Drewski show? And being a fan favorite?
It was cool. It was a lot of, by like the third day, it became like a little bit of pressure. So it got to the point where they was expecting me to keep the people, like, you know, they was expecting me to keep, you know, them celebrities can leave if they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They expecting me to set the tone, like, make sure Bip's in the front, please. So I'm like, damn, I lost my voice like the second day, third day in there.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Too much drinking and yelling and just partying in that motherfucker and stretch my voice. The day we went to do the Ray J and them shit, I'm like, man, dirty bitch.
Yo, it looked like, you know, from the clips, like you was the one shining, you know what I mean? From Yachty
My voice though was shot.
damn, yo, and still got it popping. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to be on the DMX tip.
Yeah.
Let me go.
I'm personally a fan of the chicken. I ain't gonna lie to you. When you did the Tyrese shit out, that shit had me in the trance.
Tyrese Martin. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get some ass to that one day. She like, what the fuck is this? Shut up.
Oh yeah, I need a hell of that S-ness. I need a hell of that good S-ness. Straight out. You said, oh yeah.
I got you. All right. So, what you feel like is the biggest lesson you learned from all this shit?
Gewts. What you say? One more time, Matt.
I got you. What you feel like is like the biggest lesson you learned from all that shit, from like the early stages of Rich Love, from being a barber and content creating, trying to promote his barber shit too, but now almost like bigger than the world. I ain't gonna say bigger than the world, that's the wrong word to use, but
Yeah, that's crazy, Gewts.
well, world recognition now. Like you getting the recognition that you've been working for years.
I mean, I feel like, you know, once you get to a certain amount of followers, like, you can't see the comments and stuff anyway. So it's like, I had 100,000 followers 3 times from losing the pages. So it's like, I already felt that feeling of being like a whole bunch of comments, and I'm trying to get that bag.
Word, that's
You know what I mean? I'm trying to go to the next level, commercial level on Yang. You know what I mean? Because I already, you know, I didn't hit the.
I want to take it back a question.
A lot of, you know, likes and even though that's what you need, that's the most important thing. Like I ain't saying that's, you know,
the money, the moolah, the chicken, the fatty. But yo, bro, look. So I be like online, I be seeing different comments and questions, and it's like this big looming thing where, you know, there's an argument between Edgewood and Baltimore, the language, where you from, where it comes from. And I be trying to tell people, like, when somebody like start to make some noise out of an area, they kind of get it distributed to the closest big city that they live by. That's what's happening with you, or you from Baltimore, you from Edgewood.
You know what I think it is? I think people just, when people see stuff at a certain level, it's like they just forget about everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I think when like the way the world is now, when you on a certain platform, it's like it don't even matter, and nothing else before matter no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta understand, people ain't never been at. Not saying they can't or won't. Not saying, you feel me? Like a lot of people ain't been in them situations to know how things like that even go.
Oh, work. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I say you can't find one piece of content of me repping anything else but Edgewood.
Right.
Nowhere on the internet besides the Drewski show, because they hired me for something that's viral in Baltimore.
Facts.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, that's TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of podcast interviews on YouTube, 10, 15 of them. You know what I mean? And they all say the same thing. I just think people don't know how to say that they just want to be a part of something. So instead, they just express that they are angry that they don't feel a part of something on a certain level. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like, it could just be like, dang, yo, I know I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I know we don't know each other like that, but it would feel good to me to feel more a part of that. Like, you know, and the only way I can feel a part of that because I don't know you is our Edgewood attachment. So it's like you strip that from me. But it's only because you wowed by the platform. Because if it was really about in here, you would be satisfied with all the YouTube videos. You would be satisfied with the fact that anybody in the city that know me and the reason they love and respect me is because I came here with Edgewood on my forehead. How could I be accepted in any other fashion?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying, though?
One hell of a goddamn answer.
That was great.
Can't be accepted here on no fake shit like that.
Yeah, definitely Baltimore ain't going for that.
From the beginning.
Oh my god.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then another thing I say, if I'm born in Baltimore, I can rep Baltimore for a check and off GP because they put me on.
Yeah.
That's the one thing, everything consistent. And my man say the check, the money, the moolah.
The moolah, the check, the GP too, because I was born here. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
On dude.
Mm-hmm.
So it just be like, I had to like certain like PRs and my PR shit like that. They like, look, you gotta look at it like this, dude. When you get to a certain level, you just gotta understand that some people just not gonna understand certain stuff, and you just gotta let them embrace what they see as a soap opera the way they want. Same way like our mothers used to watch soap operas and be like, that's a shame she did that. Hey honey, you see how she did that? She should have left him alone. I told you. And I'd be looking at my mother like, you really believe like you deserve an Oscar for how much you believe this right now on you. That's how people take anything they see on TV if it make them give them that feeling that they want to believe it or they feel like they believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, that, you feel me? Even though it's like I can't even really talk too much about the show and all that type shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's TV, dude. It's parody reality TV. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like, all right, this is what I can say because it ain't got nothing to do with the show. Let me tell you something Drewski famous for, right? He famous for shit like taking a thing that's so big on the net and or a type of person that's so big of a net and creating it into an actual thing, or a thing and creating it into an actual person. So that whole troll in the comments of that's Baltimore, no, that's Baltimore language. We don't talk like that here. We don't talk like that whole little annoying troll that's just sitting inside them comments that just won't move. Mm-hmm. He wanted to shape it into a person. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, what better person to use besides the one that created the language? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what better way? So it was more so like, because I couldn't catch on to like say you about to go and do an interview or something like that. I ain't gonna say where, but we know where. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You want to have somebody trailing you saying, all right, man, make sure you give us this, make sure you give us that. So I started to catch on like, all right, I see what y'all don't want me to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You got 7 days, and that's the part of that thing that is 100% real. You will get earned out of there for less.
Facts. I believe it.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe it.
So it's more so chestnut checkers. It's like, hold up. I was born there. I have been there for 20 years. That is who put me on. That is where I'm biggest at. That is what 47% of my following on the inside say.
Facts.
I'm from motherfucking Baltimore City, nigga.
Rain from every mountain.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
And then guess what? Every real person in the comments and I'm not saying real as it's fake people, like the people that's not paid actors.
Right.
They like, man, Bip from here. And I even had to tell them, like, yo, you can tell them the same thing that I told y'all our whole time knowing each other.
Right.
I understand what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. He from right the same wave in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like say for instance Chris Brown or something, him being from VA.
Right.
You know where he gonna claim from now. You know anybody right there gonna say this is where he from.
Right.
That's how Baltimore is with me. This where the fuck he from. Flat the fuck out. That's he from right here.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just off of the tip, like, nah, fuck that bit. We got you, man. Who is short, man? You know what I'm saying?
We not
But the people that really, really know, like all the people here and all the people that really know me, that really follow me and really support me, them certain people that be in the comments and be like, yo, these people crazy, bro. You've been repping Edgewood since I know you. On every platform I ever seen you on. But now I'm from Edgemore, bought the wood.
That works too.
Yeah.
That works too.
I got to because it's too many. Yo, check this out. Look, dude. It was times. Let me tell you exactly when I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop defending myself in the comments and stop saying I ain't never say that. It started becoming hundreds and hundreds of people in my DM saying, bro, that's not fair, yo. We happy to be a part of that.
Word.
We the ones put that shit on.
Absolutely.
Nigga, when you came here, you had 3 views. So all that trying, like, you taking that away from us, bro, that's fucked up. Nigga, forgetting about that too. And now it's hundreds of thousands. Like, yo, come on, yo. Like, man, you ain't stop explaining. You want to know why people say stop explaining yourself? Because it's like, no, we want you to wear this hat because we are so happy to be a part of that shit. Stop explaining yourself because you keep saying that and just stop.
Stop explaining yourself. Keep doing your thing because those of us that enjoy it
enjoying it and want to be a part of you putting on for the city, yo. You shining so many hundreds of thousands and millions of people here that ain't even know Baltimore existed. This is a small place, bro. There's a lot of people in this world that don't know Baltimore existed, you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain people, they like, yo, you bringing so much attention. It's like, matter of fact, one guy, right? He's like, yo, I was in the mall, yo. He do what's the shit with people cleaning their carpets and shit?
A carpet cleaner?
Yeah, like the carpet cleaning shit. Yeah.
Janitor.
I mean, that's the only way I know how to.
Yeah, the carpet. He say a person walked up to him and was like, yo, you from Baltimore, yo? Let me hear you talk that shit. And he's like, yo, huh? He's like, yeah, that's a nigga. Yeah, that's one person, yo. That's one person, yo. But yeah, that shit is funny. He said, yo, this what I do, though. Gave him his business card. He said he made $7,000. He said the dude owned like some type of like a building that had separate rooms in it and shit like that.
That needed carpets cleaned.
That needed the carpets cleaned. You know what I'm saying? So there's some people here that's smart, like, yo, you bring me attention that I probably normally wouldn't get, and you allow me to be able to sell myself. You bringing me leads.
Just in my general direction, yeah.
Just by like
that's
people,
dope as fuck.
They like, yo, man, ain't you from Baltimore, yo? Ain't you from? You know what I'm saying? But I got a little bit off topic though. I ain't forget what got us in all of this. The reason that I stopped, you see what I'm saying, is because my entire family is here.
Right.
You even got them like, yo, cuz, we getting a 2-for-1, cuz. Like, you taking a 2-for-1 away from us. You my little cousin. And you from, and you putting on for my city. We enjoy that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it got to the point where I'm like, man, I'm overruled, man. Like, and then it's like, it's so many young people here that's going viral, that's taking off, and it's like, yo, only thing I'm doing is taking away whatever impression they giving off by being the main jiggle to the internet by keep saying, I ain't never say that. Here go the proof. It come from here. This, that. Now you taking away from the young little Baltimore Gewts that's going viral with it, that's running with it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I need some water. This grass got my shit dry. So you don't want no water now. I might say X, I guess. You know what I'm saying, dude? And you really my heavy dude, so it's like I really like told myself like, man, that's certain topics I'm not even going to touch till I don't blast them or something like that. But you my friend, so it's like I'm gonna bless your platform with certain shit that people be like, yo, like
Appreciate the absolute exclusive.
It is certain people that's like, man, shut motherfuckers up and let them know. It is them certain people, and I'm like, chill, I'm waiting for the right platform.
Appreciate that. Absolutely.
Yeah, when did you start having like definitions for your language? Like when you put your dictionary together?
I met my man Bo Yang. My man Bo Dallas Gang. I was hollering at him. He was like, yo, you know what? Yo, you should do a dictionary. I was like, man, I thought about it. He was like, no, for real though. I'm like, yeah, I thought about it. I'm serious though. Like, I think I got somebody that, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like even though that particular alignment didn't align because it just the business it was just something else. But he set that he put that battery in my back like, oh, you actually can make a dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So then, you know, so pretty much, yeah, long story. Yeah, my man Bo Yang, you know what I'm saying? He threw the battery in my back like, yo, man, you drop that motherfucker, dude. I'm like, Yang.
So how long it take you from that point to it being out? Yeah.
20 minutes, 30 minutes. Come on, man. You actually know me. You know, we
was in the kitchen cooking fast.
You know what I mean? Nigga be done made 5 dictionaries while we down on Fair Hill.
And another one.
How many times you heard niggas say, yo, you need another dictionary?
That's
Fact. Now I see you like super involved with kids and shit. Like what advice do you give the kids?
But girls, boys, or both. I kind of want to cater to my young men. And you said advice on Yang. This is what I say. I say you gotta really focus on put yourself first, you. You know what I'm saying? And them things you really need to put yourself first with, those are things on Yang that you gonna really feel like you shouldn't. But those are the tests on Yang. You pass them tests, you gonna, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get it real early. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a young nigga there. That's what I say, dude. Put yourself first, dude. Don't put nothing before. There's anybody that's still around when you get where you're going, they the ones that you gonna enjoy being there for more anyway. You know what I'm saying? Anybody ain't trying to be around on your way, if they feel like anything that's, if it create conflict only because you going where you already told yourself you're trying to go, let them remove them.
Massive.
Whoever.
Jules from the biggest nuts.
That's what I say. Yeah.
So before we end this, like, yo, what can we expect next from Bippleyipsnip?
A whole lot more Herman Garner, a whole lot more Yang, and a whole lot more keep going up. Cause that not because it's like I ain't tooting my urn, but I'm just saying that's how I got it written. Trying to keep going up. Right. And that man with Yang, I'm trying to keep going up on Yang. Heavy.
First of all, I appreciate you for blessing us, bro.
Absolutely.
That ass.
Y'all for Herman and Garman. Check you now. Y'all going to that Chicken Lang Dictionary on Amazon too on Matt T. Heavy you now, heavy follow you.
Smoke weed every day.
And every day we gonna smoke. And I'm 19, we out.